You are in the final stages of finally starting your cleaning business, but at the same time, you're thinking about, should I buy a pickup truck and get it wrapped? What kind of office space am I gonna need? You're probably thinking about, what vacuum has the best suction power? You got a lot of stuff on your mind, and I'm telling you something right now, that all of that is pulling you away from the prize, not towards it. I'm gonna lay out my case for why that's true, and I'm going to show you how to get to the money as soon as possible. Because, let's face it, it is a business after all, and confidence plays a large part in that. So the sooner you can get to the money, as soon as you can get to some ROI, the more likely you are to succeed in a major, major way. If you're new to me, my name is Mike Mack. I have been in this industry 10 plus years. I've owned 3 cleaning businesses. I'm on my 3rd one right now in a completely different state, and I am loving life. Why? Because I'm practicing what I preach. That's why. And this is a video that is near and dear to my heart because I started just a few months ago. I'm 3 clients in. I'm above the 6-figure mark for this company. I have a long way to go, but I don't think in terms of dollar amount. I think in terms of accounts, which I'm going to get to that in just a second. So why am I telling you this is not, you shouldn't be thinking about all this stuff. You shouldn't be thinking about complicated CRMs. You shouldn't be thinking about, hey, what type of, how heavy microfiber should we be using here? What's the thickness of the mop pads, or how long should our mop poles be? It's very natural to do that, but at the end of the day, it's going to pull you away from the goal. I've experienced this firsthand, starting my 3rd cleaning company, where I kind of got into this thing where I put off starting like 2 months, right? I knew I was going to start it, but then I got bogged down. I got bogged down on ordering a bunch of polos. I was bogged down on, hey, do I want to go with the exact same brand? Do I want to change the colors? What do I want to do with this? And 60 days passed and I didn't get started. I'm like, wait a minute, dude, you preach this like almost daily on YouTube and on Instagram. What are you doing? I'm adding complexity. And complexity is the direct enemy of what we're trying to do here. And this epiphany actually came watching a movie that I enjoy. Every once in a while, I'll rewatch it. Pearl Harbor, starring Ben Affleck. And I was watching a movie when they're getting ready to do their raid, and the planes were on this aircraft, and the problem was these are heavy planes and they need to get off this aircraft. It's a very, very tight run. There's not a whole lot of time, so you really need these planes as light as possible. So they needed more fuel. So more fuel means it's even heavier now. So what they had to do is they had to strip so much off of this plane, and the pilots and everyone on the plane, they were apprehensive at first because it's like, we're losing so much stuff that we actually need. When in reality, they didn't need it. They didn't end up needing it. Sure, that stuff would have been nice, but they didn't end up needing any of it. And just like that, and because of that, they were able to get these planes, according to the movie, off of the carrier that they were on. And I look at business to be the same way. Right? Our businesses, they're airplanes, right? You right now with your cleaning business, that you're on the runway right now. You're getting ready to start, but you're thinking about all these other things that I'm telling you right now. Let it come later, right? Because the biggest problem is if you're never able to actually get this plane off the ground, this plane being your cleaning business, you're not going to be able to get it off the ground with complexity. So what's the actual, how do we actually solve for that? So I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I really broke it down, right? And I said, okay, Mike, what do I absolutely need to get started? Do I need equipment? Do I need trucks? No, I don't need any of that. I don't need equipment because I don't have a client yet. I didn't need a truck because obviously I have transportation, I have my own car, but my cleaners, my staff, they have cars. I won't hire them if they don't. So it's like, okay, that solves for a lot of that. Do I have an office? Yeah, I happen to have an office, but that's not because of the cleaning company. But it's not necessary for the cleaning company. So it's like, okay, cool. I don't need any of that. What do I actually need? when I sat there and I really thought about it, I stripped away everything I was using running a 7-figure operation, and to start it all over again with a 0-figure operation, I sat there and I said, well, give me like a Google Voice number, just so my company has its own phone number. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna need Slack. As my team members get in there, I need to be able to communicate. All my systems, a lot of my systems are running through Slack. And essentially, from the technical side of it, that's it. I don't need complicated schedulers. I don't need any of that. Why? Because it's commercial cleaning. You'll go on, if your marketing is dialed in, you'll go on about 2 to 3 walkthroughs a month and you'll land 1 client a month. This isn't a type of operation where you're all day, like just running. You're trying to make yourself busy. No. Keep a simple business simple, for goodness sakes. And that's a mistake I was making. And so I simplified operations to where it was just, hey, my Google Voice, I'll be able to get on top of my leads that way. I have my Slack going. And then it was from there, I was like, okay, just get my logo, my website, and just get your social medias up and running. That's it. From there, you start marketing. All of your energy and attention needs to flow like into your marketing. You need to get your clients, not just any clients, get the right types of clients. Because if you get the wrong clients, and it doesn't matter what your tech stack is, you're gonna complicate a simple business. But if you have less clients who pay more money, the high ticket way, well, then you're able to keep things simple. That is what I will continuously preach on this channel. As long as you see this mug, this big head of mine, this is what's going to be coming out of it. And I'm living it because I'm telling you it's a simpler way to go about things. I don't want to be Jeff Bezos of the cleaning space. I have no interest in that. I like building assets. And then I like having the option. Do I keep the asset? Do I sell the asset? Or do I hold until one day I'm no longer here, and then now my children, now it's in my family, now they have an asset to do whatever they please with. That's what a simple business allows you to do. If it's complicated, you can't do that. You just can't. It makes it difficult to sell. You water it down tremendously. So I'm not going to keep riffing on this point. My breakthrough that I want this to hit for you is stop overcomplicating it. You're on the runway with this business. It's time to get that gear going. Get the momentum starting. Put all of your attention on getting clients. When your plane is in the air, you will be able to fix things. You will be able to add things. But it's fine because your plane is already in the air. And that version of in the air is you have money coming in. Clients are paying you. You're now in the air. And it's a beautiful feeling. And take it from me, a veteran in this game. I've been getting clients since my early 20s. I'm in my late 30s. Starting number 3, my 3rd company, from scratch. Now I have all that experience. Let me tell you something. I was a little bit low confidence, a little bit, your thoughts, they creep in there. It only took 30 days to do it, get my first contract, but confidence plays a major role, right? Get that thing in the air. Get that plane in the air. If you want help getting your plane in the air, your cleaning business, that is, click the first link in the description. Let my team show you how we can get you in the air with simple operations, simple systems, and high ticket clients to make this operation really, really worthwhile.